Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Today we're looking at the infamous P365 made by Sig Sauer. A lot of people call this their carry gun, so let's talk about it. I remember back in 2018 when Sig Sauer released the P365, the gun world was lit up. The internet was on fire. Everybody wanted to learn more about the P365. The double stack mag, the 10 round capacity revolutionized CCW. Prior to that, it was all about single stacks, and Sig made that change, and they did with this handgun. But that's not to say the launch was awesome. They had some issues at first, a lot of misfeeds and so forth, and Sig Sauer acknowledged, because I talked to them firsthand, they said we had our tolerances too tight, and it took them about 6 months, and since then the P365 has become a very popular handgun. A lot of people love it. They love the size, the capacity, everything it offers, as well as the expansion of the P365 line. They really took off with this, much like they did with the P320 line, but this is a standard P365. Now, it has the X trigger. That is aftermarket, so it comes with this rounded trigger, all right? So it would look, well, like that, and that's perfectly fine. Don't have an issue with it. But this is the X trigger, which is a flat face trigger, and 12 round magazines that I have. The standard P365 has 10 round magazines, and that's fine, and the magazine choices have expanded throughout the years, and this is a 12 round magazine. It has a 3.1 inch barrel, a nitride slide. It holds up very well with holster wear and so forth, and a great trigger that breaks right around 5.25 pounds with a reset right there. It's modular, so you can take out the trigger component chassis and put on a different grip and frame, and a lot of people have done that. They said, you know what, I love everything you can do with it, and the aftermarket parts and the aftermarket support is out there for the P365. I like it what they did with their night sights. These are X-Ray 3 night sights, both in the rear and the front. The front is tritium with a green surround, and the black, you can hardly see it there, but those are night sights as well. That comes standard on the P365 models, and they now make them optic ready, pretty standard. At the time that I got this, it was not that big a deal, but now optics on handguns are a huge deal, and a lot of people are going with it, and Sig said they called it Red Dot Revolution. They said that's the direction of CCW, it's the direction of handguns, and this was years ago, and they were correct. There's no doubt about that. The grip texturing is nice. Some people say it's too thin. We'll put the mag in here for 3-finger contact. Some people say it's actually too thin for a double stack. Many people go with this as is, but it gets the job done. The one complaint was that the rail is proprietary to Sig accessories, and I think they had changed that since the original launch. But the P365, easy to shoot, easy to disassemble, and we'll do that right now to show the internals. We'll lock the slide back and take that lever, push it down, and off comes the slide from the frame. Poly frame, striker fired, double stack 9mm handgun. Dual captured recoil spring, 3.1 inch barrel. It seems like a simple design. We've gotten used to handguns that are double stack 9mm. We have gotten used to it, but don't forget the excitement that took place when Sig Sauer originally came out with that, with the P365. Some people said it was the Kel-Tec P11. And I actually had that gun, and I dispute that, because the difference between that handgun and this, in my opinion, is like night and day. Let's get it on the scale. An empty P365, 1 pound, 2 3/4 ounces. We move that just to ounces. We're looking at 18 3/4 ounces. Here are 10 rounds because that is the standard capacity with this model anyhow. And we're looking at 23 ounces. How about the carry round, which makes 11 rounds? 23 and 3/8. So 23 and a half ounces essentially is what the P365 weighs, loaded with 11 rounds. People love it. They say that's my carry gun. That's just so small, so lightweight. It's been copied so many times. But how does it shoot? Well, let's check that out right now. We'll go ahead and roll through some shooting footage and you can judge for yourself. P365 self-defense loads. Sig Sauer P365, getting it done at the range, getting it done on the hip of many CCW carriers, getting it done in the pocket. People say I throw that in the pocket. It's very thin, lightweight, and getting it done with the expansion of the P365 line is pretty incredible what Sig Sauer did. They took a standard gun like this, they created a double stack capacity of 10 rounds, and then they expanded on it like crazy with the XLs and the macro and everything else, and getting it done with aftermarket support, which a lot of people really appreciate with the P365. Night sights, definitely a nice touch. Shootability, yeah, it's there, and people love it. I love it. Compares well with others because there have been so many in the gun world that came out and modeled basically this same handgun. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.